Matam Shankaralasya Tamrasmase Shiroruha Nairataste Samadhista Bharatra Vaisulapanaya Tigmadam Shankaralasya Tamrasmashu Shiroruha Nairataste Samadhista Bharatra Vaisulapanaya Tigmadam Shankaralasya Tamrasmashu Shiroruha Naitaste Samadhishtam. Narita, the demons, te, they, Samadhishta, being fully advised, Bharatra, by the master, Vai, indeed, Sulapanaya, having tridents in their hands, Tigma, very sharp, Damstra, teeth, Karala, and fearful, Ashya, faces, Tamras Mrashu, coppery mustaches, Shiroruha, and hair on the head, Nadanta, vibrating, Bhairavam, fearful, Nadam, sound, Chindi, chop, Bhindi, divide into small parts, Iti, thus, Vadina, speaking, Asinam, who was sitting silently, Cha, and Ahanan, attacked, Sulai, with their tridents, Paradam, Prahlad Maharaj, Sarva Manamshu, on the tender parts of the body. Translation by His Divine Grace Sri Bhakti Anshila Prabhupada. The demons, Rakshasas, the servants of Hiranyakashipu, thus began striking the tender parts of Prahlad Maharaj's body with their tridents. The demons all had fearful faces, sharp teeth, and reddish coppery beards, and hair, and they appeared extremely threatening, making a tumultuous sound, shouting, "Chop him up! Pierce him!" They began striking Prahlad Maharaj, who sat silently meditating upon the Supreme Personality of Godhead. So we'll just recite verse number 41 also. Pare Brahmani Anirdesha Bhagavati Akhilatmani Yuktatmani Aphalash Asan Apunyasyeva Satkriya. Translation. Even though a person who has no assets in past activities performs some good deed, it will have no result. Thus, the weapons of the demons had no tangible effects upon Prahlad Maharaj because he was a devotee undisturbed by material conditions and fully engaged in meditating upon and serving the Supreme Personality of Godhead, who is unchangeable, who cannot be realized by material senses, and who is the soul of entire universe. So purport by His Divine Grace Sri Bhakti Prabhupada. Prahlad Maharaj was constantly and fully engaged in the thought of Supreme Personality Godhead. It is said, Govinda Parirambita. Prahlad Maharaj engaged himself always in meditation, and thus he was protected by Govinda. Just as a small child on the lap of his father or mother is fully protected, a devotee in all conditions is protected by the Supreme Lord. Does this mean that when Prahlad Maharaj was attacked by the demons, the Rakshasas, Govinda was also attacked by demons? This is not possible. There have been many attempts by the demons to hurt or kill the Supreme Personality of Godhead, but he cannot be injured by any material means because he is always in transcendence. Therefore, the words Parabrahmani are used here. The demons and Rakshasas can neither see nor touch the Supreme Lord. Although they may superficially think that they are striking the Lord's transcendent body with their material weapons. The Supreme Personality of God is described in this verse as Anirideshya. We cannot understand him by to be in particular place, for he is all pervasive. Moreover, he is Akilatma, the active principle of everything, even material weapons. Those who cannot understand the position of the Lord are unfortunate. They may think that they can kill the Supreme Personality of God and his devotees, but all their attempts will be futile. The Lord knows how to deal with them. Om Ajnanatimirandasya Jnananjanashalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Guruve Namah Shri Chaitanya Manobishtam Stapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamayam Nadati Sapadantikam Vandeyam Shri Guru Shri Yuta Padakamalam Shri Gurum Vaishnavamsha Shrirupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunathanvitam Tam Sajimam Sadhvaitam Savadutam Parijana Saitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Saralalita Shri Vishakamitam Sha He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinabandhu Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namastute तप्त कांचन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्यैव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्णा हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे. So today we'll see a specific topic of how Krishna protects his devotees or how the devotees are protected. So we'll see from Bhagavatam and we'll see from Chaitanya Charitamrita and also from modern day example also how devotees are being protected by the Lord. So we see further also it will see that Prahlad Maharaj will be disturbed. Anyway, those who have come new, we are discussing about Prahlad Maharaj and how he is being tortured by his father Hiranyakashipu. So that is the topic in the discussion. So further also here we'll see how Prahlad Maharaj is thrown into feet of big elephants. He's thrown into snakes. He's being employed destructive spells on him, and he's hurled from the top. And then he's imprisoned. He's been administered poison, and then he's being starved, and then he's been exposed to severe cold, winds, and fire. But all these attempts fail because Krishna is protecting him personally, and therefore there is no problem. Similarly, we see in the life of Amrish Maharaj. So Amrish Maharaj was following the Vrata of Ekadashi for 1 year. And then what happened? He was about to fast, he would break his fast, and that time Durvasa Muni comes. And he asked Durvasa Muni that you can also take prasadam. But then Durvasa Muni went to do his daily duties, and it was late. And the time for breaking the fast was soon passing by. And therefore, what Amrish Maharaj does is he drinks some water to break the fast. At the same time, he does not eat anything and waits for Durvasa Muni. But Durvasa Muni when he knows by his vision or his meditation that Ambrish Maharaj has drank the water, he becomes very angry. And then what happens is Durvasa Muni's body trembling, his face covered and his eyebrows crooked in a frown, angrily speaks to Ambrish Maharaj and says that see the behavior of cruel man. He is not a devotee because he considers himself God. He has transgressed the law of religion. So he says that you have invited me as guest, but instead of feeding me, you yourself have eaten first, and therefore I will punish you. And what Durvasa Muni does, he uproots a branch of hair and creates a demon to devastate Amrish Maharaj. But Amrish Maharaj is standing before Durvasa Muni as it is, and is not at all disturbed. And because he was standing there, it is, then, as it said in Bhagavatam, Narayana Parasarva Na Kutascha Bidvati. So pure devotees of Narayana is never afraid of any material danger. So what happens is, because of this, the Sudarshan Chakra immediately comes and burns to ashes the demon and protects the Lord devotee. And then it runs after Durvasa Muni, and Durvasa Muni is now frightened of the Sudarshan. So in this way, a Lord has protected Amrish Maharaj. Similarly, if we see in the case of Pandav, we see that Bhishma Pitama says, Aho kashtam aho anyayam yad yuyam dharmanandana jivitam narhata klishtam vipradharma chutashaya. He says, oh, what terrible suffering and what injustice you good souls have suffered to being the sons of religious personality. You did not deserve to remain alive under this situation, but still you are protected by Brahmanas, God and religion. So even the Pandavas has to go through so many difficulties. Similarly, Kunti Mahani also went through so many difficulties, but because she was protected by Lord, she came up. And we see Kunti Maharani herself prays. What she says? Vishan Mahagne Purushad Darshanat Asat Sabhaya Vanavasa Krichrata Mride Mride Aneka Maharashtra Stato Droni Ashtraschasme Hari Birakshita. So he says that Vishan from poison, from Mahanagni, that is the Lakshagra fire, then Idimba, who was a man-eater, then Asat Sabhaya, the assembly of the Kauravas, where Draupadi was being some dong was done to her. And then Anek sufferings they went to in the battle. And there Maharatha, the great generals whose weapons were there, and from everybody who protect Abhirakshita, that is Hare Abhirakshita means Krishna protected at all times. Sometimes he was there personally and sometimes through he protected. And then we say in this case of Gajendra also. So Gajendra was praying and he did not know the name of the Lord. So he was praying in general that he who is supreme, he who is the protector, he is the creator, maintainer, please protect me. And the Devatas were saying that he is not calling us. Why should we go? He is not calling Brahma, Shiva, so why should we go? But then what happened is Supreme Personality of Godhead. Yes. So when the king of elephant was describing the supreme authority without mentioning any particular person, he did not invoke the demigods headed by Lord Brahma, Lord Shiva in the Shana. Thus, none of them approached him. However, because Lord Hari is Super Soul Purushottam, the personality God, he appeared before Gajendra. So Gajendra was crying, and that time Krishna appeared. And because he came, all the demigods also came with him. So after understanding the acquired position of Gajendra, the Supreme Personality God Hari appeared with demigods who were offering prayers, and carrying his distant weapons, he appeared there on the back of carrier Garuda with great speed. And therefore, he came there. And then what he did is, he immediately, the Gajendra took a lotus flower and told, "Oh Narayana, Master of Universe, I offer this, do you?" So King Elephant did not have much thing, but then he offered, and because of that, what did he do? So Supreme Personality God Hari immediately got down from the back of Garuda And then he pulled the king of elephants along with crocodile. And then in the presence of all, what he do is he severed the crocodile's mouth from the body with his disc. In this way, he saved Gajendra. So in this way, what happened is Lord saved Gajendra. So these are some examples from Bhagavatam. So recently, also we see uh, a very good story of a devotee who was saved by Lord personally. So we'll see this story, very recent story, because many times people say that you are speaking about Bhagavatam, old ancient stories, 5,000 years old. Is there any now which devotees have gone through and so on? So it's a very good story. So this story is about a saint named Pada Sivanam Mataji from Baku, Azerbaijan, Caracas, Caucasus form of USSR. So this lecture is given by A.C. Bhagavatamrita Keshava Swami Maharaj from Baranul, Russia. So this is a story. So once somebody distributed Bhagavad Gita to a woman, and she read it and she liked the book. So she started to coming to temple, and she met devotees. And then one devotee escorted to the guest room. So when the devotee was telling something, another devotee, another guest came, and the devotee went out for to receive that guest. And that time, when he came back, he saw that the woman was preaching Bhagavad Gita to all others, and there are some bookmarks, and she had some written something like Shri Bhagwan Shri Krishna says. So like this, she was telling, and she was preaching, and then she started coming to program temple, participating in kirtans, and she had very much love for the deities. And therefore, then afterwards, sometimes she thought that now there is no point living in city because the kids are grown and everything is done. So then she came to a temple and said, I will sell my house and give all the money to you. Just give me one room outside the temple to stay, and I will stay in the temple only. So devotees discussed, and it was a good proposal. You get the money also and devotee to serve. Most of temples don't have volunteers to serve, so it's a very good proposal. So they agreed, and then the Mataji was here, and she never criticized anybody. She never participated in politics, and she treated deities like Krishna with great love and care. Then she was initiated by Rohini Sutra Prabhu, and her name was Pada Sevanam. And then he had a small, she had a small doll whose name was Gopal. It's a blue colored doll. So she would tell anybody that Gopal said me to this, Gopal said me to this. And once she gave an apple to one of the Maharaj and tell that Gopal has told me to pass to you. So he said, okay. And once what she did is she put Gopal in one of the car and took over all the temple and everything. So everybody asked, what are you doing? So she said, oh, kids like to go around, so I'm doing this. So this way how she was. So she was always chanting her holy name seriously. Whatever time she had, she would read books of Srila Prabhupada, and she would engage in all the service and devotee gathering. And whenever there was lecture, she would hear attentively with respect. So this is how her life was going on. And now her age is more than 74. She is now in old age, she is 74. So once she was seeing a devotional movie of Lord Narasimhadev, and she saw, so we have Indradun Maharaj. So one of his disciples, Dhruv Maharaj, has shot one movie near Ahobilam temple. So shot. So she was seeing the movie, how that there is a Veer Narasimha, and so what happened once, there was a demon who conceived a plot that he will worship Brahma, and when Brahma appears, he will steal the Vedas from him. So this way, he stole the Vedas from Brahma's mind. And then Brahma started praying to Lord Narasimha that please protect me. And that time Lord Narasimha appeared and he killed the demon and restored the Vedas back to Brahma. So because of this act, he was called as Veer Narasimha. And then Brahmaji asked, Narasimha Bhagavan asked to Brahmaji, what do you want? And that time Brahmaji said, please stay here, I will worship you, so all will know your glory and how you protected your devotee. So please stay here. So then he was worshipped for some time. And at this time, the movie showed that you have to go through the cave. The water is till the chest, and there are some bat up the hanging down, and then you have to go, and there is full pitch darkness, and in the dark, then you hear some ringing bells and see the light of oil, and then you see a priest who is conducting worship of deity. So when she saw this, her heart melted, and she saw that, oh, Krishna is suffering, and I want to do something for her. So I want to go and serve Narsidev. So I understand her position. She is 74-year-old. She's in Russia, never visited India, does not know any language of India. She only knows some Russian language and some other that language of that. That's all. She knows only this. And she says that I want to go to India with no money, nothing. So all the devotees say, why you want to go to India now? And you understand what India is. If you go there, somebody will cheat you, somebody will rob you, and there's so many things. So they restricted, but she said, no, I want to go. And at last they said, actually, okay, go and ask Gopal. So she said, okay. So she asked her to call Gopal, and next day she comes and say, I want to go Narsimha. I want to serve her. So anyways, she told, I want to go. So devotees tell, okay, if you want to go to India, go to Vrindavan, go to Mayapur, these are our places, go and serve there and do something. But she said, no. And then they never knew where the temple is located. So she then asked some few devotees also did not know. And then she came in contact with Ganeshwar Prabhu, one of the devotees residing in India. So he also saw the movie, but he could not understand where the deity is. So once he was in Krishna Balaram temple, and that time he saw Dhruv Maharaj, who had shot this movie. So when he saw Dhruv Maharaj, he asked him to come home, and Dhruv Maharaj came home. And so Dhruv Maharaj is actually the name of the devotee. He's not the Dhruv Maharaj of or Bhagavatam. So Dhruv Maharaj came home, and then the Ganesha Prabhu showed him the movie and asked where it is. So this devotee said, it is just in Hyderabad, there's a place called Vedagiri. So it's just 5 kilometers from Vedagiri, this village, this deity is located. But there only the priest goes once in a week. And if somebody wants to go, then go to the priest with the priest. So Ganeshwar Prabhu went to the place, he went to the priest, and with the priest, he went to the place. So say those the jungles, there were a herd of wild monkeys, snakes, and everything. So it was written, you can come here, but there is no guarantee that you can return back. So aane ki guarantee, jaane ki koi guarantee nahi hai. So that was like the place. And then Ganesha Prabhu saw the place, and he went to Bringavan and called Mataji. That is impossible. Impossible to leave here. Just forget this and stay where you are. Okay. But then Paswani Mataji calls and tells, I've already booked my tickets. I'm coming in 2 weeks. So Ganesha Prabhu saying, no water, no electricity, no food, absolutely nothing. Only wild animals to eat you. She said, okay, I'm going to come. No issue. I'm coming. So she comes in 2 weeks, and she has a big bag. And what is there in the bag? Tons of deities, Shaligram Shila, Radha Krishna, Gopal Shila, different pictures, etc. No clothes, no food, nothing. Only deities paraphernalia. That's all she has in the suitcases. And then she meets Ganesha Prabhu. And Ganesha Prabhu says, let us go to Vrindavan first, then we'll go to Mayapur, and then. And Mata says, no Vrindavan, no Mayapur. Directly, I want to go to Lord Narasimha. Then Ganesha Prabhu says, okay, we'll go there, don't worry. But let us spend some time here. Mata says, no, we'll go direct to the priest. So if you don't want to come, don't come. Just let me know how to go, I will go. So Ganesha Prabhu says, how can I leave this Mata as this? Let me go also. So then they go to Hyderabad and then go to Vedgiri, and Ganeshwar Prabhu takes to the priest. Now, the priest know the South Indian language, the Mataji know the Russian language. So both cannot communicate. So the priest will tell his son will translate in English, then Ganeshwar Prabhu will hear, and Ganeshwar Prabhu translate to language in Azerbaijan to this Mataji, Patsan Mataji. So the priest says, what Narasimha? do you understand what you are saying? Live here. Even adult men do not live here. It is dangerous. No facilities, no water, no food, no electricity, and no protection. So, as a main priest, I also don't go there. I just go once in a week and come worship and come back. So, Pathsanamati looks seriously and tells, if Krishna wants to protect someone, would you be able to kill that? And if Krishna wants to kill somebody, would you protect that person? Whether it is any place in the universe, Rakhe Krishna, Mare ke, or Mare Krishna, Rakhe ke. So, like I said, and seeing the faith, the priest also could not say anything. He broke into tears and say, okay, I don't know what it is, but let's go. So they go ahead and he says, I will try to give maximum protection. So now Ganesha Prabhu is in the front carrying the bag, Parths and Matan in the back between, and then the priest is there. So all they go to the place and then they saw the temple. So before the temple, there's some place, some rocks are there. And Parths says, excellent, excellent, very good facilities, very good facilities. So they go and see the temple, come back, and she says, you both go back, I am staying here only. So Ganesha Prabhu and priest were strong. What's happening? They're amazed because no facilities, no place to stay, no food, and there are some stones in which the deities are being kept. So they left there. But then, while coming back, they told all the people that some saint is there up, that some saint is up. So please see there. So the next day, what happened is so many people started climbing up the mountain and to see the saint. And what they did is they brought some brought water, some brought clothes, some brought food, and some people they saw that, oh, nobody's protecting that woman. So let us take some bamboos and make some tent for her. So like this, they started all going up, and then women joined. They started cleaning the place. They brought some water and started some doing things. So all the villagers started worshipping the saint, that, oh, the saint has come from Azerbaijan, some Russia, from outside, some saint has come. And she also started blessing them, and they will call him some weddings, new house, they'll start calling him, and she blesses. Now, mind you, she did not know any language. She said, say Bhagwan Sri Krishna, and just she dance. And they also don't knew what she is saying, and she also don't know what they is saying. And like this, they are just speaking themselves and just doing things. She's putting some flowers, they are calling to temples, and she is blessing, and this is going on. So like this, things are going on. And the priest, Brahmana, they're calling her, come to Shiva temple, put some flowers here, do something. And nobody knew local language, and she did not know English. She did not, and the age is 75. So this is the case. No money, no food, nothing, no language, nothing. Only Bhagwan Sri Krishna, blissful, going, what doing, nobody knows what she's doing. No people know, and she also don't know what people are doing, what they are saying. Nothing. So like this, they are going. So then the news appeared in the newspaper that some saint has come from outside place, and people are worshipping like saint, and these things are going on. So after doing some rounds in newspaper, so the mayor of the place, Andhra Pradesh, read the article and said, oh, this is happening here? I don't know. This is our temple. This outside woman is coming, and she is worshipping Narasimha, and we are here. We tell ourselves devotees, and we are living in bungalow. And what are we doing with the deities? Let's go and see the deities. So then he come with lights and everything. He's been escorted with so many people and all. So he's seeing everything is going around. All people are ecstasy. She's dancing, doing something. And so some people bring some water from so many kilometers down, take bath, bring drinking water. And so like people started helping her. So then the mayor say, oh, we made so many festivals ourselves, but not for Krishna. We are left here and we worship only once a week. It all begins with me. So I will take responsibility. I will collect funds. I will make temple. I will build the road. I will bring electricity. I will bring water. And I will ensure that executive is dignified in temple. People come to a temple and the proper worship of Lord Narasimha takes place. So then he builds foundation. He builds the road. So he builds a Hanuman temple there. And then for Parths and Mataji, he builds one brick house there. And then he says, the people start coming. So now, because people were started coming, the priest also started from 1 day to 2 days, then 3 days, and now whole 7 days he started coming because people started coming, and then this news passed all over the time. And then one day in 2016, so this is very 2016 means just some few years back. So once in a morning, what happened is the message came to Ganesha Prabhu that Parth and Mataji passed away. So it was the day of Dwadashi, and what happened is, so people used to come to see Parth and Mataji, and then used to go to see the deities. So there was one chair, and she was embracing the path of the deities, and she was just bending her down. So then the pujari went there, and she called, "Oh Mate," she didn't respond. Then she called one of the Mata and told, "Let's see what happened." So they saw that the Gita was there here. She was caught getting the legs of the deities, and she had left the body. So in this way, in 2016, she left the body, and then these things were told. So then there were some other incidents also. The priest told them that once what happened, the priest was coming down from the temple, and he heard some noises. So he did not wait. He went down because he thought that some monkeys have attacked or what I know. So next morning he came and asked the person what happened. So she said that no, Lord Narasimhadev did not want to eat today. So he threw the plates. He threw the plates and said, "I will not eat." So that was the noise was coming. Said, "Oh, okay." So then what another thing happened that then he said that, "Oh, Lord Narasimha told me that now you have to come again and again for next 10,000 years, and then I will take you to back to Golok Vrindavan Dham. So till then you will come again and again." And then Ganeshwar Prabhu tell, "Is there any other stories? Is there any difficulty staying here?" So that no, just once a cobra bit Mataji, and Mataji went to Narsimha and said, "See, this cobra has bitten me. I want to serve you, but this has bitten me. If you want to save me, save me. Otherwise, I will go on." So then Lord Narsimha tells, "Oh, there's Chamnamit there. Put some Channam in the wound. The poison will go away." And like this, she was saved. So this is a story hearing which so many devotees started chanting again. And this is a very recent story. And you can get the photos and picture of Parth and if you type Parth and Mataji, you will get the pictures and all. So this is a recent story. And again, from Chaitanya Charitamrita, we see there was one devotee named Subudhi Rai, recent Subudhi Rai. So what happened is Subudhi Rai was a big landlord, and he had one servant whose name was Hussain Shah. So this Hussain Shah was a Muslim person, and Subudhi Rai used to take care of him like his father. Once while doing something, some work, Subudhi Rai did not do it properly. That is like digging of big well. And that time, what happened? Subudhi Rai struck him with a whip. So now, after some time, what happened is Subudhi Rai was now appointed the new Nawab of the Muslim government. He became a very big officer. And then he got married, and later the wife saw that there were some whip marks on the body. So Hussain Shah saw the whole story that how Subudhi Rai was his father, and once he did mistake, and Subudhi Rai slashed him with whips. So her wife said, "No, you should kill Subudhi Rai. Now you are Nawab, and he did something wrong, so you should kill him." Though king said, "No, no, I cannot kill him. He was like my father. He cared for me. He looked carefully. And this is not very good proposal, so I will not kill him." Then, when sometimes ladies come to Sri Hut or do sometimes they do. If they do in devotional service, they can go back to God very fast. But sometimes it happens. Not every, it's general thing. Sometimes Prabhujis also do. So the wife said, "Okay, if you not kill her, at least take her caste, take his caste away." Because in that time, what has to happen? If somebody would sprinkle some water, then from Hindu will become Muslim. If we eat some food or something, Muslim. So what did said? Okay. Then Hussain said, "Okay, but if you change the caste at that time, the people will blaspheme and you will not able to leave then." Then the wife said, "I don't know. At least you do this." So she was forcing again and again. After some time, she would say again. So after some time, Hussein Shah said, okay, what to do now? I will do. So then what he do? He sprinkled some water from his pitcher. And what happened is, now Subedar Rai was perplexed. And now Subedar Rai was also had so many responsibilities. He was thinking some way to get out of responsibilities. So now he got an opportunity. He said, now I am a Muslim, I will have to go away. So he went, but he did not want to convert to Muslim. So what he did, he went to different people and asked him, so what should I do? What should I do? So then he went to Varanasi and retired from that. प्राश्चित पूछे ती हो पंडितारे गणे तारा कहे तप तक घृत खाना छाड़े प्राण. So he asked, what should I do? What atonement should I do? He said, nothing. You have to just do one thing. What? Just drink hot ghee and give up your life. Just simple, just drink hot ghee. He said, just for one thing, give up my life? Have you ever drank some hot ghee? Very difficult. It should be some light warm. And that also if you heat 2 kg of hot ghee, finish. So that was the punishment given to Subhidurai. So and further what happened is, कहे कहे यही नाना अल्प दोष है सुनिया रहिला रहे करिया संशय. So then he considered some brahmanas. They told him, oh, this is not very good thing. So you should not give up your life like drinking hot ghee. So then what you should do? So then he was perplexed. They are saying this, they are saying this, what to do? So then he met Chaitanya Mahaprabhu in Varanasi. And Subhira explained his position, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, what you should. प्रभु कहे यहाँ ते यहाँ वृंदावन निरंतर करे कृष्ण नाम संकीर्तन. The Lord advised him, go to Vrindavan and chant the Hare Krishna mantra constantly. So this is a solution to all sinful activities, and whatever the problem is, one should chant the Hare Krishna Mahamantra. एक नामाभास तुम्हारा पाप दोष याब आर नाम ललिता कृष्ण चरणे पाइबे. So he says, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu further advised Subhidai, begin chanting the Hare Krishna mantra. And when you chanting is almost pure, all your sinful action will go away. And after you chant perfectly, you will get shelter at the lotus feet of Krishna. So this was a आर कृष्ण नाम लैते कृष्ण स्थान स्थिति महापात केरा है यही प्रायश्चिति. When you are seated at the lotus feet of Krishna, no sinful reaction can touch you. This is the best sinful solution to all sinful activity. So whatever activity we do, sinful, good, bad, knowing, unknowingly, the only prayashit and the biggest prayashit is chanting the holy name. And if one chants the holy name constantly, we will not able to do sin also, because the holy name will not even allow the person to do sins. So this is the power of holy name. पाय आज्ञा राय वृंदावन चलीला प्रयाग अयोध्या दिए नैमिषण्य आइला. Thus, receiving the order from Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu to go to Vrindavan, Subhidra left Varanasi and went through Prayag, Ayodhya and Naimisharanya towards Vrindavan. So, holy name is the most important thing which one can protect. So, in this time and age, the biggest protection we can get is through the holy name of the Lord. And the holy name is so powerful that just by chanting, one is easily protected. And therefore, in Bhagavatam also we see, Ayam hi krita nirvesho janma koti amasanapi yadvyaya haro vivasho nama swasya nam hare. So, Ajamila already atoned for all the sins. Indeed, he had atoned only for sins performed not in this life, but millions of life. For he has chanted the holy name. So, even though he did not chant purely, he chanted without offense, and therefore he is now pure and eligible to liberation. So sometimes devotee asks that if we chant more, the problem is we are doing offenses, so it will be more offensive now. So even if it is with offenses, still holy name is holy name. If we chant holy name, it will have effect. Sometimes devotees ask that we are chanting mechanically. So what is the solution? So even if we chant mechanically, we are chanting mechanically, but holy name is not mechanical. So when it hears our ears, it will have spiritual effect. So even if we are chanting mechanically, that is not a problem. One should just go on chanting. And therefore, it says, so this comes in Brihad Vishnu Puran. नाम्नो यावती शक्ति पाप निर्हने हरे तावत कर्तुम न शक्नोति पातकम पातकी nara. Simply by chanting one holy name of Hari, a sinful man can counteract the reaction of most sins that is able to commit. So, how many offense one can commit? One holy name, one pure holy name can destroy all the papa. And therefore, even while preaching, we see when we do to school colleges, we have done so many times value education and so on, so many forth, indirect preaching. But I have not seen so much successful. It doesn't have much effect. But direct chanting of holy name has such effect that the students, they get out of bad habits very easily. So this is very, very, very powerful and very important. And then Garuda Puran says, Avasnapi yannamni kirtite sarvapadake puman vimshuchate sadya simhatraster mrigaiva. If one chants the holy name of the Lord, even in helpless condition or without desiring, if somebody doesn't have desire, you say, let us chant some melody, let us sing some song, let us do mantra meditation, let us do anything. Still, just as when the lion rose, all the sen animals fear him flee. So, all the reaction of his sinful life depart. So, the point is, one has to trick other person to chant the holy name. You should not tell that this is the holy name or we are chanting. Just this is a song. Like once one devotee was chanting the holy name in foreign country and government officer caught him. What are you doing? He said, I am singing the whole Hindi song, Dam Maro Dam Hare Krishna Hare Ram. So I am singing that song. I am not singing Hare Krishna Mahamanta. I don't have what is this? And like this, and the officer, okay. You are singing a Hindi song. Go sing. No problem. So like this, he was started chanting. So very powerful. Like one Vibhishan was also chanting Ram Ram. And his father Ravan came. What are you chanting Ram Ram? What is this? He said, no, I am saying Ravana Mandodari. Ravana Mandodari. So short line, Nam Ram Ram Ram. Oh, you are chanting our name. Okay, you chant. So like this, no meaning that you are chanting this name. Name is so powerful that even if one chants knowingly, unknowingly, it's telling something else. No, nothing. Yes, the holy name comes, things change. Things starts changing. So like this, we had one of the seminar here. So that one chapter was arts and music. How arts and music are there in ancient. So they saw all the swara, the answer and all. And after that, they started Hare Krishna Mahamudra. And then the people who were audience started dancing and all. And they immediately had very good effect. So this is how it is so powerful. And then any problem when it is Sena Supara Mitradak, so anything one does, like somebody is a thief, somebody is a drunkard, one who kills a Brahmana, or one who has some relationship with opposite thing, some wrong relationship or something, or one kills cows or some sinful man or something. So all of this can be countered by holy name. And therefore in Kali Yuga, all other matters will not work only. Because such scenes, if you go by Kyan Mara, Karma, they cannot be eradicated only. And it will take such a long time. So holy name is the only means fastest, surest, and it helps the lowest of people. So one who has done the most criminal act, for them the holy name is the best to be given. Last time we had here some Matajis from red light areas who had come. I understand. I know. I understand. You may know what is red light areas. So the profession itself is so bad, and there were so many impressions. But when they came here, they chanted one line, and so many of them started chanting, and still some of them are chanting. So this is the power of holy name. So they came in contact once, but they got that such somewhere crying and somewhere having this actually that something was going on. So it is so powerful that anyone from any field can do this, and therefore uh, we see that this is the most important thing and most powerful thing that one can do. And therefore there are so many different shlokas and so many things, but we'll just pause here. So it's already time. So if anybody has any reflections, any suggestions. So we discussed about today how Lord gives protection. We discussed some examples from Bhagavatam. We discussed some examples from Chaitanya Charitamrita, and we discussed some examples from today's episode. How the Lord protects one, and Lord protects one's bhakti, may or may not protect one's body. So in case of Parishit Maharaj, he was protected when he was in the womb, but at the end he was not protected. If we see the physical body, but ultimately his devotion was protected. So like this, we saw so many stories and everything, and then we saw the glories of holy name in the case of Subudhu Rai, how he was protected. So I will end here. If somebody has any reflections, any suggestions, any feedback, any questions, so we can take one or two. It's already 8:56, so we have 4 minutes. Otherwise, it's always better to end class early. Or someone who wants to add something, you can take. You can take the mic.
Hare Krishna. Thank you, Prabhu, for a wonderful class. This Padasevana Mataji story, I never know. First time hearing this.
Very viral in YouTube.
Oh,
Very viral.
amazing. The you mentioned that the past Puranic pastimes and all may think that it's old age. How am I relating to that? But the present acharyas, I know their pastimes are present devotees. It gives a lot of inspiration. I remember in that Ahobilam, like Yatra, there is one nice temple there. It's called Ahobalam. The Ugra Narasimha Devi is there. In front of his altar, there is one small raised platform. It is always covered with a huge stone. So they say that one sannyasi who is worshipper of Narasimha, after worshipping the deity, he went inside the cave and told them that, cover after I go inside the cave. So he said that I'll be here for many more years and I'll be meditating on Narasimha. I should be covered. So that place is still there, it is covered, and that sannyasi who is worshipping Narasimha is still there. So these kinds of sometime we are not actually depending on mystical or these kinds of we are depending on that, but these pastimes are also reality. As you say, Krishna may or may not protect the body, but he protects bhakti. But sometimes we also see Krishna protects the devotees. Like for Sudama, he took away and he gave all the wealth. From Bali Maharaj, he took away all the wealth. From Draupadi, for Draupadi, he gave clothes. From the gopis, he stole the clothes. So Krishna's all different ways, or various ways he does. But this present contemporary pastimes are really inspiring. Thank you. Wonderful class.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna. श्रीमद् भागवतम की जय, श्री प्रभुपाद की जय. अच्छा क्लास किया, जबरदस्त स्टोरी मदद बता। एक महीना कोटा खत्म हो गया और डिवोटीज। अब 30 तेरे सब